So I'm doing this recording on my Galaxy S3, which does not have a tripod mount, so I was thinking I have this little tripod here, which should be helpful in that. It's a little mini tripod. I think it extends out pretty well. So what I need to do is find a mount for that so that I can mount my phone on it. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can find one on good old Thingiverse to print out. So let me see what I can find. So I found one tripod mount on Thingiverse, which should work, I think. I think that would be fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and download files and see if I can get a print going. Stand by. So here we are in Octoprint. I'm all connected. Gonna start the heat. There it goes, and go ahead and home printer, which it already is basically. Move Z up a little bit to give me some space. Alright, I already have the clear filament loaded in, so natural I should say. Just wait for that to heat up and we can get started. So back in Octoprint, let's clear out a couple things here and load up the let's see, G-code that I already sliced for the mount, and open that one up, and we can see what it looks like on the G-code viewer. And it's still loading. This is a slow computer, so there it is. So we can zoom in on that. We can look through the layers and watch kind of what it's gonna do. Alright, yeah, looks good. That shouldn't be a problem. I don't see any weird overhangs or anything. And I don't know exactly how it actually connects to the tripod. I don't see any screw hole or anything, but I think I'll probably be able to figure it out once it's printed. I didn't actually look at this in 3D to figure it out, just gonna wing it and see what happens. So let's check the temperature. Looks like we're all set. So basically I'm gonna extrude some filament to get that going over there. And we'll just kind of get that out of the way a little bit. And start the print. Since I don't have my extruders actually on the axis, I have to hold down on this to make sure that everything, to make sure that the end stop is hit correctly, because this thing weighs basically nothing, and there's not enough weight to ensure that that side would hit the end stop at the right time. So I hold that down. It's annoying and I can fix it, I just haven't done it yet, but it works for now. The actual extruders are up here. There's two, but only the left one is operational at this point. The right one I have to get hooked up. I have to do some soldering to I have to solder the new stepper driver. Oh, looks like it's starting. Let's see if I can get in there. I have it set to do, I think, one skirt. Let's see if it's, yeah, you can see the extrusion starting in the back there. See the we'll be back. So one thing I really like about Octoprint is that it's all web-based, as you can see, so I can actually start a print from any computer, anywhere in the world, literally, which is neat. And the G-code viewer is really helpful. It actually shows the path. You can see it filling in the path as it goes there. So you can kind of sit here and watch it if you wanted to, or you could, of course, watch the actual printer do its job. See if we can see anything yet. It's really hard to pick up the natural filament. There it is. You can see, oops, looks like I actually should have checked the tape first. I didn't even check or even think to check to make sure that I had enough tape on, which I don't. You can see it spilled over onto the glass here. But, oh well, it'll be fine. This is PLA, so it's pretty easy to get it to stick. If it was ABS, I would have probably a mess right now, because I didn't prepare the glass. I think this will be fine. We'll check back in a little bit. I'm starting to get there now. I have it on a pretty slow print speed, which I probably could have done faster on this print, but that's okay. I have nothing but time. So we've got a few millimeters, maybe 3 millimeters printed so far. And hopefully this comes out okay, and hopefully it actually works. So we'll check back when it's done. The mount is done printing, and here's what it came out like. Let's see if I can focus. There we go. You can see a bunch of little extra pieces, and especially on the inside. So I got to clean it up a little bit. I got to work on my calibration issues and stuff like that, so that I don't get so much of that. But it's okay. It's not too bad. As far as quality, it's pretty good. It's nice and strong. So I will clean it up. All right. So the mount's all cleaned up. It came out okay. The bottom is pretty brittle. It's probably only about 1 layer thick, so not sure I really like the actual design of this thing, but I think it'll work. It doesn't really grip the camera either. It fits, but it doesn't grip the phone. The phone fits, just not very well. It's kind of loose, so anything more than upright is probably going to be a problem. So I guess I could probably put like a rubber band around it or something to keep the phone in place, and that should work. Although it's not very elegant, but for now I think this is going to be okay, so I can go ahead and set the phone in and focus on whatever needs to be in view, and that should work. I actually tore up a bunch of the tape, which is fine. Got to be replaced anyway. So far so good. And that's it. See ya!